Episode 54. Poor Socks is getting shafted, kind of, because we ended last episode with cutting off in the middle of his link events, and now we're just kind of starting the episode a little bit lacklusterly, or whatever, by just finishing off his link events really quickly. He only has a few more to go, actually. Actually, wait, a lot more to go? That's actually more than I thought. I was actually looking over in this menu. Where is it? This one. And I thought Socks only had a few more left, but right, there are multiple pages. And I guess there's only a few more left, but it's still more characters than I realized. Well, let's get started. With whoever is next, I guess. Who is it again? That would be... Heck. I've also switched back to the cyberpunk outfits, which I only really used for one episode. They're actually really good. Let's keep these for a while. Alright. No more fails. We're gonna get these 100% of the time from now on. We've seen them all before. And we remember them all too. I'm sure. Definitely. With arms and legs. I wonder what that could be even about. What's this conversation? Hey Socks. Huh? What is it? You seem quite excited. Yeah, I heard that you were inventing a machine. What kind of machine is it? Oh, inventing a machine with arms and legs maybe? Is that it? Like a stereotypical robot? Inventing a machine? Which are you referring to? I do have several in mind. You have several? I'm thinking about the one you were working on in Between Mona. A machine of the future. This might have been like their previous conversation in the last games. Maybe. Oh yes, then it must be that. I am creating a vehicle with arms and legs. Wow, he's actually doing it. With arms and legs? Does that mean it'd be shaped like a person? He's creating the power loader from Aliens. It has many flaws that make implementation difficult. I'm stuck. Oh, but it still sounds super interesting. That it is. And there may be hints for it just lying about the Tyrannus. I'll try to think of something too. I can't wait to ride on it. Wait a second. No. I don't know a lot about Solitaire Robo, but don't you ride around in mechs just like that in that game? Is he inventing the first of those? Like, hundreds of years prior to Solitaire Robo? I think like even 1,000 years, could it be? If I do have that right, I don't have a solid idea, a solid grasp of what those Solitaire Robo machines look like, but I vaguely recall the main character riding around in some kind of walking robot. Yes, please do. That's probably what it's referring to, unless I'm completely off the mark. In between episodes, I've been actually, let's see, kind of dream twins would have, yeah. In between episodes, I've been going in and out of the whole transmission waypoint loop, trying to prep up the conversations we haven't had before. Turns out there are way more that I didn't realize I haven't done yet. Too easy. I felt like I did 3 conversations with every character, but then it turns out when I got to the menu, it seems like some of their third conversations were ones that I didn't recognize the topic of. So I just kind of saved them to go to in one of these episodes. Might take actually a few more loops. Talking about it. Hopefully only like 3 loops, maybe 4. Which I can sprinkle into these link event episodes. Hey Socks, that machine with arms and legs you're working on seems really strong. Huh? Strong, you say? If a machine could punch or kick like we do, It'd be strong for sure. That does sound quite fearsome. Additionally, the benefits of arms and legs do not just end there. What do you mean? It may even be able to do minute work that we are incapable of, or visit places that neither tanks nor cars can traverse. Oh right, like mountains or narrow roads. Hey, maybe I can use that on my adventures. Oh no. Hack is going to become the precursor to Red the Hunter. I never saw it until just now. It's all coming together. That is an amazing idea, Hack. Such a vehicle would be ideal for an adventure, and would probably make a pretty good game too. I actually don't know what kind of gameplay Solar to Robo is, but I'm pretty sure it's exactly that, right? Once I become a first-rate adventurer, I want to go on a journey with the machine you made. And when that time comes, I would love nothing more than to accompany you and my invention. I can't wait. Sox's descendant, the one that appears in Solar to Robo, probably works on these machines the same way that Sox does. I imagine Red the Hunter, or whatever his name is, even better leader. Red probably visits that Professor Million, or whatever her name is, to get repairs on his machine or something like that, right? Maybe even to like upgrade it or something. Gotta play that game one of these days. Cliffhanger. And let's loop back in. It's fitting that I now have the Solar to Robo music playing in the background again. Now that we're talking about what I assume is a parallel to Solar to Robo. I believe you. And I think 3 more AP. Yeah. Last one. The scenery. Lots of stuff you don't usually get to see. And how does this conversation end? What's wrong, Sox? Are you still thinking about your invention? The one with arms and legs? I am. In order to move your arms and legs, it is necessary to use a minimal yet powerful force. Is that hard? I guess the arms and legs have to go back and forth. If I were to create it using technology from the Tyrannus, it may be possible, but with our current technology... I wish to create something that can be recreated without technology from the Tyrannus. Oh. Does that mean you want to invent something that can be shared around the world? I do. It would be no good if I merely created something only to satisfy myself. My wish is to create something that could revolutionize the whole world. The doctor from the Adventures of Suka was really cool, but you're thinking about even bigger things. Well, my intentions will mean very little if I'm unable to put them into practice, haha. I'm sure you'll be able to do it someday. I will do my best. And even if I am unable to, so long as I lay the foundation, surely someone will achieve it, and there it is. He probably doesn't actually invent it here 1,000 years in the past. But his descendants, and maybe whenever they're created, I don't know how long they've been around in Solar to Robo, they all used his groundwork, I assume, for all of those machines that are probably in Solar to Robo, I assume. I'll root for you, always. That is quite reassuring, thank you. Well, it's kind of a shame that Hack can't adventure around the same way that Red does, using the machine that Fox invents. But I guess they had their own adventures here, didn't they? Next on the list. That would be Sheena, who I don't think we've talked to once as Fox. Yeah. Didn't even pair them together one time in the cockpit. You've always protected us, always feel so warm. What could these two talk about? Some kind of blend of science and magic, maybe? I don't remember what they used to talk about. But one of the things used to be probably how Socks was nervous about talking to any females in general, right? You appear quite dejected. Is something the matter? Clearly that won't be the case here, because he can talk to everyone just normally now. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. I must have let my emotions get the better of me. Are you perhaps worried about Blutwurst, the Burman scientist? Yes, part of me just can't believe that he's still alive, and working for the Imperial Army. He truly is a stubborn man. I'm not sure I have the confidence that I could stay calm if he were in front of me. Stopping Blutwurst must be a priority for us. As an inventor myself, what he does cannot be forgiven. Yes, we cannot let him cause any more tragedies than he already has. Alright, that does make sense to be a point of conversation for them. They probably didn't talk too much about Blutwurst in the first game, these two. And in the second game, Blutwurst was absent, but now that he's back in this game, that would be their connection point. The Burman inventor. Where is it? Better on ground. I guess that one, yeah. Yeah, the Burman scientist that abused the Felon Echo. But other than what they just talked about, I'm not sure how they expand on this conversation. Nice effort, others. And one more. Visited with you. Just thinking of that man fills me with so many negative feelings. I can't even bear to say his name. He must have left quite a deep scar on your heart. What is even worse is that his awful research continues to this day. It was surprising for me to learn that as well. It was even more surprising to learn that his twisted research had borne fruit. As awful as it is, I must admit, the technology he has created is quite advanced. But still, I cannot condone his work. That technology is surely a blight on this world. Of course, I think so as well. I simply cannot understand why it is that with all his knowledge, he chooses to do such things. I don't wish to understand, nor do I believe there is any need to. But I do believe that you will be a wonderful inventor. Thank you very much, Sheena. I promise that I will become an inventor that will bring happiness to the people. To people, rather. And one more loop. After this, we have Jin, we've got Wappa, and Briggs. All people I think we need to talk to, but I'm pretty sure we have at least a few conversations with them. Nothing like Sheena, we have to go from 0 to 10. Oh, I guess it's 1 to 10. Wait, it starts at 1, then becomes 2. Yeah, so I guess you only have to fill 9 bars, don't you? Never really realized that. Well, I guess I've realized it in the past, but I forgot. Like in the previous 2 games. Amazing spellcaster. I guess that might be why it feels so fast to get from Link Event 1 to Link Event 2. Because you get Link Event 1 on bar 2. And then you have to fill, what is it? Just 3 bars. You have to fill 2, 3, and 4. Then you're already on Link Event 2. Then for the last one, you actually have to fill, what's it, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9? You have to actually fill 5 bars, so yeah. It goes from 1 bar to 3 bars to 5 bars. Interesting. Never really thought of it that way, but I guess that makes sense. It's almost like an exponential increase, but it's at least non-linear. They've been a big help. No wait, it was bigger help, damn it. I did it again. Made that same mistake. Nothing but toys. Well, I guess my little blunder didn't end up making me cost more AP than I need. More AP than I needed anyway. If I get this one right. We'd be your friends. And there, okay. Sheena, I wish to speak about that man. It's fine, Socks. I've decided not to worry about Blue Worst anymore. I no longer feel a desire for vengeance anymore. That was fast. I'm glad though. That is very good to hear. It would have been very difficult to stand by while thoughts of that man poisoned your heart. Thank you, Socks. You're very kind. And so noble as well. Meeting an inventor as wonderful and kind-hearted as you gives me hope for the future. It is quite embarrassing when you compliment me like that. But I shall endeavor to live up to your lofty expectations. I shall work my utmost to bring inventions that spread joy throughout the world. And I'm sure you will, Socks. I'm sure. Alright, short but sweet. At least Sheena no longer feels the need for vengeance. What about Jin? I'm pretty sure Jin no longer needs any form of vengeance, but is our conversation even going to broach that subject? I don't actually remember what we talked about for the first two Link events, or rather, the first one, since we're getting the second one right now.
Jin.
The pride of an engineer, too. What should I do? Once with a long face. No matter how much I investigate the Tyrannus, I am at a loss at how to approach such advanced technology. You've always known it was high-tech. Why are you so down about it now? Well, actually, I guess it makes sense. You always get in your own head when it comes to tech. Aha, I suppose so. I mean, it's fine, ain't it? Being down about it just means you're taking it seriously. I get in my own head a lot back at the factory. I know how you feel. Thank you, Jin. But I cannot stay like this forever. Well, if you ever got something you don't understand, you can come talk to me. I'll help you with anything I can. Of course. How lucky I am to have such good friends. Alright, quit it. You're making my nose itch. Okay, yeah. I guess they're not even talking about Flam in this one. Peaceful world. There's always room for the last conversation to talk about Flam, I guess. Maybe. Because it's always got to loop back into Flam, right? When we're talking to Jin, maybe. And just barely. If we had one more, we could have gotten the chance. Oh right, I was gonna start doing that thing where I loop back and forth on the laundry. Well, I can do that starting next time. We're already here. And there it is. How's your investigation going? I have discovered that I understand nothing. All I can do now is laugh. That doesn't sound good.
へえ。
You look like you're having fun. So you found your footing now? I thought it was bad that he was like laughing, I don't know, from going crazy at staring at a thing for so long. But maybe it's loopback back into, I don't know, to joy somehow?
はい
Like actual genuine joy? I have. Although there is much about the Tyrannus I do not understand, there is one thing that I do.
ん
What's that?
素晴らしいのです
That is that we are inside of the Tyrannus. Ergo, the fact that it exists is neither fiction nor illusion. How does this help? I mean, I know that, but what do you mean?
ですね
It means that the Tyrannus, with all of its secrets that we have yet to unravel, was created by someone. And we know who that is, but I guess this conversation has to skirt around the fact that you might not know its maestro at some point in the story.
すごい技術なのです
The Tyrannus lies at the end of innovation. So long as we never cease innovating, we shall surely reach it eventually.
これで大丈夫なのですよ
Even should I fail to unravel its secrets, I have decided to trust in those who will come after me.
まあそうだな。
Yeah. The last game of the trio of Fuga here would kind of point towards the future since we've kind of hit the limit of what Sox can invent canonically, with the timeline and all. Yeah, the Tyrannus might just be a bit too much for us to handle.
も
That is precisely why I will leave behind all that it is I can accomplish. All you can? You mean all we can? I'm a bit of an innovator myself. I'm with you all the way.
はい
Of course. I would not have it any other way.
うーん
There's also one more thing. I wish to make it so that the fruits of our labor are not used for war. We know how terrifying the Tyrannus can be more than anybody else. That is why I hope our work will not be misused.
そうだな。
Guess we'll have to trust in whoever picks up our work. Maybe we ran it into the Tyrannus to make sure we left something good behind. We who have experienced firsthand the impact the Tyrannus can have a duty to make sure it is not misused.
あ
It's our fate. Or mission, really. I knew that you would understand. You know, it's still a long road ahead of us. I'm counting on you, Sox.
はい
Of course. All of Sox's conversations are just making me want to play Solo to Robo even more and more. Eventually. There are a lot of other things coming out right now. I'm still playing through Silk Song, and other things. What was next? I think over in the mess room? Or here.
どんな感じ
Guess we already had 2 conversations with her. I'm forgetting what we talked about. It wasn't passion. We didn't talk about passion. I don't think so.
どんな感じ何かよ
Find yourself. And we already knew the backstory about that, or we just learned it. Searching for her parents' associate or something, which we'll never get any more details on, apparently. Maybe.
知ってる
It's interesting. No, wait. That one was bad.
どん
Damn.
な感じ
Another 2 where we could have gotten a 3.
何かよ
And unfortunately, it does seem like I might have... They're super cute. And it seems like with our current bar here, I might have been able to get to level 10 exactly if I actually got that 3 instead of a 2. Damn. I wasted 1 AP. I hate it. So I guess we were talking about inventions for traveling. I feel like the first conversation that we had wasn't about inventions. Maybe the second one brought it up. And yeah, I guess the second one ended with them leaving off with what Wap is talking about right now. So hey, do you really think hearing me talking about my trips will help you invent?
はい
Why yes, Learning more about the types of problems you faced will be an invaluable experience. And I'm just tying this back to his other conversations we just had. Because Wappa was traveling alone, this probably ties back to the whole walking robot invention thing that will be used by people just like wandering on their own the same way that Wappa is. It's kind of like a mini camper van or something that you can just take out to wherever you want and live in. I actually don't know. Again, I don't have a solid idea of what those machines look like from Solito Robo, but they're probably pretty good for like spending the night in if you had to like sleep in your car. But it's probably used for a lot of different things that I'm not familiar with. Let's just let them talk, I guess. I often lack such information, as I do not very frequently venture outside. In that case, maybe listening to me talk wouldn't be too helpful. Well, why would that be? Well, because whenever I run into trouble somewhere, it's always different. Everybody's gonna be different, right? I see. You are correct. But there is one way to find info that'll help you. How? It's super simple. You just need to come travel somewhere with me. What? You know, traveling by myself is fun and all that, but it'd be fun to go somewhere with you too. Oh, I would need some time to consider what necessities to bring. Come on, you want ideas as soon as you can, right? You're right, I do. I understand now. You're trying to convey to me the importance of experiencing things firsthand. You know, I'm pretty surprised that you didn't just turn me down. Come to think of it, yes. I had just assumed that I would go with you. I guess we have to make some real plans for where to go together. I'm feeling quite excited for that. Don't sound like he's going to join in on her adventure, just like the professor in the Adventures of Super. Maybe they can loop in Hack and whoever else on the Tyrannus wants to go on an adventure. I'm not sure who, actually. Did Bourne maybe mention wanting to go with Hack? I think he did. He can be our Kramer, like our mascot. Alright. And lastly, Brutes. Seems like we had our first conversation, and I'm again forgetting what we talked about. Still can't believe it. It was that simple one that was unbelievably the 3-heart option. Alright, so let's actually go to the Akasha panel and go to this one for the... Damn, come on. Use the D-pad. There we go. No, wait, it's the one right before the boss. Going to this one for the laundry. Oh no, there's no laundry. I guess I did the laundry last time in this chapter, so I had to loop back to the previous chapter. And now I have to find Brits again. There he is. And seeing Brits in this outfit again freezes my urge to play Deus Ex. One of the games, any of them, or all of them, eventually. I've never played one. Precious friend. A chance to learn, too. Come to think of it, you wanted to learn more about Berman airship technology, didn't you? Okay there, thanks for the reminder. I did. If only we could have traveled to Berman by airship, but instead... Hold on. You didn't have the time to learn about Berman airships, did you? I did not. I learned what I know from the crew of the airship that carried us and the Tyrannus from Gasco. Oh, that makes sense. I'm surprised they were able to arrange for an airship long enough, or large enough, to carry the Tyrannus. The airship belonged to the rebels, didn't it? That is what I had heard. I had believed that it was another airship of the same class as the one that had ferried the Tyrannus before. However, it wasn't. It was the exact same airship as the one in our past. Evidently, it was a one-of-a-kind custom build. Yeah, the ones the old men built for us. Why would the rebels have it? It had found its way to them through a certain collaborator. We know the ones. Well, I guess the one. Wait, are you telling me General Strolin handed it over to them? That is the most likely scenario. He's a mole on the inside. I see. I can't believe he saw this far ahead. He has done much for us behind the scenes. We truly must be grateful. But don't be too grateful. He did actually participate pretty heavily in the invasion of Casco. I'll be sure to thank him the next time we see him. Though I can't imagine he'll appreciate the gesture. You could simply gift him a copy of The Adventures of Suker. Surely that would make for a more exciting way of thanks. Haha, that it might. It evolved along with us. Human evolution. No, human revolution. Or rather, Canino revolution, whatever. Find out what really happened. Speaking of games like Deus Ex, and I guess also like Hitman, because Fritz also kind of looks like an Agent 47 type in that suit. Saw some gameplay for that new 007 game the Hitman developers are making. Understand each other. It actually seemed pretty good. Not just like a straight up Hitman clone, but like, well yeah, using Hitman gameplay things that are pretty obviously lifted straight from Hitman. Everyone to cooperate. But it also had a bunch of like action sequences and encouraged actually heavy gunplay gameplay with big explosions and red barrels and everything, which I don't think you'd normally get out of a Hitman game. At least I don't think so. All get along. Plus some fun driving segments that I don't think were also present in a Hitman game either. Seemed like a very good blend of different 007 type things. I'm actually pretty interested in it. Did you learn anything from all that talk of Roman airships while you were being transported? I did. I had many of my questions in regard to the design and structure of the ferry airship answered whilst on board. It was outfitted with a custom-made upper deck in order to carry the Tyrannus, and was made as light as possible for... Is something the matter? I was just thinking that you looked like you were having fun. I apologize. I must have rambled on quite a bit. It's fine. I was having fun just watching you explain things so passionately. Yeah, Brits does seem like the type that would be a good listener. A good guy that you could info dump on, and he'd enjoy every second of it. Oh, then that is good to hear. I would love to hear you talk as well sometimes. We should both talk about things we enjoy. Well, I suppose I have fun talking about my family. Thinking about friends and family is what gives me the most joy right now. How about I talk about all the positive things I've noticed about you? Oh, is this a flag? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Who knows? What? I will have to respectfully decline at this current moment. Just kidding. Damn. It's not a flag. But that's just how much fun I have talking with you. Thank you. But there is also so much about Berman that I wish to learn. I would love to come visit once we have reclaimed the peace. Of course. I'll always welcome you. Okay. And next on the list would be May. We should have had a lot done, right? Because she's friends with a lot? Yeah. Of course, there were the 5 that we kind of worked on during these Link event episodes. I guess we got Malt and Hannah done before the end of the game. But we also got Wappa and Jin done, although she does actually have to talk to Wappa for the last one. But yeah, we basically only have half of the list to work through for most of their bars, but still not as much as the other characters. It's finally whittling away. One of these episodes will actually get 2 characters done in one. Not today, but eventually. So next we're talking to... not Heck. Where's Chick? There she is. And I don't remember again what they're talking about. But now that we've actually gotten down to 0 AP, let's actually do one more run of this thing. Again, once per episode. Now that I figured out that I actually have more things that I need to run through here. Like a lot. A lot of conversation lines that I never finished with our support characters. It's been costing me a lot of money just to buffer up all of these conversations, like get 2 out of the way so that I could get to the 3rd for an actual episode. I think I'm down to like 40,000 money now. And of course I can always sell the stuff that I have on hand, but who knows how much that'll give me. And I do wish I had a faster route for this. It's the fastest one that I know of. Well, the only one that gives me every available option. And skip this. We got our choice of this thing, just choose that. Skip 1 and then skip 2. Okay. Now menuing. I've gotten pretty fast at menuing. Yeah, 45,000 we're down to. Probably down to 40,000 by the end of this. I'm pretty fast at the menuing, but the actual animations themselves still actually take a while. No way to speed this up. I don't think so. Transmission. And another transmission. And that's all we do. No balloon bombs required, so we just warp on back to point 3. That's about the fastest that I can menu. And we can take care of these guys pretty fast too. Build combo. And kill. It feels like the 200% multiplier for your damage. It's pretty huge. I mean, I guess that's obvious since it applies to all your attacks, including your skills. But it seems like it's way different from the balancing of the previous games, how much you have to focus on the combo. Okay, so yeah. All of these are now buffered to be new conversations. I think we've never had any of these conversations, like none of this was I want to be independent from vanilla. Nothing about this for strengthening weapons. Nothing about this about the military or the opulence of the capital. Or resistance and revenge, at least I don't think so. Or this one. And I think these ones down here are just like... They're not bugs actually, they're just default things they give you in case you run out of exclamation mark ones that are new. So yeah, they just randomly give you one here. And while I was trying to farm these to like buffer them to this point, I accidentally did a new one that I didn't see with Merlot before, between Merlot and Kyle. So hopefully at one point we'll see randomly that conversation down here so I can just get it on camera. I'll just have to check each time. Well, since we did Socks so many times, that's just a continuous doing Socks' conversations, I guess. I like the military. Or maybe this one first, strengthening weapons. Oh, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I don't need your thanks. Tell me what you need. Of course. I wish to ask for your advice on how best to improve the armaments on the Tyrannus. Advice? What a humiliating thing to ask. Huh? Humiliating? You've already beaten me twice. What advice could I possibly offer about your armaments? Twice? Did we fight twice? Wait, when? We only fought one time, I think. No, wait, we beat her once in the first game and then she had like a revenge match in the first game too. We were able to defeat you because we were lucky. And because the Tyrannus as a base is so powerful. You are warriors who have faced death and won countless times. You aren't some nameless grunts. The only advice I could offer is to survive, no matter what happens. That's all. Very well. I understand. I guess that doesn't help him with his inventions. But that was a nice conversation. At least Flam was being nice, her version of nice. So that might have been it for Flam, but I did figure out that most characters, or at least maybe a lot of the earlier characters, they have more than just 3 transmission events. Yeah, Flam has more. Well, we're continuing with Socks here. This would actually be, I think, Merlot's 4th conversation. General Merlot, or perhaps I should be addressing you as Sir. What is this about? Why are you saying this all of a sudden? Well, you know how Socks loves military stuff. He just wanted to talk with a proper army man. It is true, haha. So that was what this is about. But you have never called me Sir, or anything of the sort before. While it is true I lead the Gasco army, you are not soldiers and can speak to me more casually. Understood. So you like the military, you say? Which parts? Firstly, I truly am fascinated by the machines. Military technology is a combination of the greatest technology of a country, created with efficiency, form, and function in mind. Well, I mean, I guess a lot of money goes towards that, yeah, no matter what time frame you live in or whatever. I just think they're cool, heh. I too was fascinated with weaponry when I was a child. Although in that regard, perhaps I was more like Hack. Yeah, I knew it. Though that fascination lingered, even after I enlisted, I began to think about what it meant to have power. Although I'm sure you understand, even without me telling you. So long as you continue to fight in the Tyrannus, that is. Yes, we do. Power should not be wielded to deprive others. That's right. Power is to protect people. And I guess like a lot of the technology from military stuff, outside of like being used offensively or whatever, it kind of trickles down into, sometimes, in some cases, general use. Don't quote me on this, but I think the microwave was like something that started out as some kind of, I don't know, it was either space technology, like NASA technology, or military technology, or maybe both or something. I don't exactly remember, but I'm pretty sure something like the microwave, or there's a story like that where technology like that started out as something that began as being developed as, I don't know, some secret project, and it eventually found its way into commercial use. So hopefully the same thing just happens in this world. Anyway, I shouldn't be wasting time here. I need to be getting a move on and do the actual link events. How bright Gasco's future is. For it will be in your hands from now on.
Hi.
Of course. Yeah, leave it to us. Was it the microwave? I'm getting that story all wrong, probably. Anyway, it's not just the microwave or whatever I was thinking of. There's plenty of technology that does happen to, I imagine. How did I do this one? It's probably just a Wappa special. I think I just do it 2 in a row. Because there's no way Mob finishes off these guys. Yeah. And this one was easy, as long as we actually get the hit rate on the top guy. This should kill as long as that guy gets hit once. There we go. And our last transmission for this episode. Actually, having a little bit of battling in the episode sort of helps me out. The way that I balance the audio, it kind of takes the highest peak, and that only really happens during battles, so it'll always be the same setting as long as we fire the cannon a few times or something like that. No more conversations with Socks, so which one of these has the most to do with, I don't know, inventions or Socks? Going with that theme. Opulence of the capital, maybe? Maybe the Burman motherland? Maybe being independent? Yeah, maybe like the machines that let you independently wander around, the walking arms and legs machines Socks was talking about. This conversation has nothing to do with that, but it's just my way of choosing things based on the theme. At least I'm pretty sure we didn't have this conversation before. I'm hoping this is new. Not every day you need a word with me. What's up?
Hi.
I've heard that you were traveling alone, and I was curious if you had any stories to share. I've only traveled outside of Gasco for business, and your travels seem quite interesting. I guess we do kind of live opposite lives. Oh my, but I don't particularly think our philosophies are different. Damn. That one line, I'm pretty sure we did get this before. I believe that one can only give back to Gasco once one is able to take care of themselves. I guess that makes sense. In that case, I'll tell you about the thingamabobs I got on my travels next time. Please do. Okay, crap. Well, we wasted one of our transmissions, our precious transmissions, on a conversation we already did. Which, I mean, maybe there's like another vanilla conversation that we haven't had yet that I'm forgetting. I'll just have to like go off screen again and... right here. Yeah, off screen and maybe farm around a bit more to see if there are more familiar conversation topics that I need to skip through before we continue with vanilla or whoever else. Alright. Rest of the time on this episode is going to be spent on May. We won't wrap up with May's stuff, not on the slightest. We can at least get started. So, who is she actually? I guess we'll do Chick. Who's actually lower level though. since we do get experience, and it doesn't matter at this point, but I just like keeping these numbers the same general level. Don't want anyone to fall behind, so it will actually recheck. And where is she? Right there. Doing a funny little dance of some kind. Gotta get right up next to her, I guess. I'm so glad May is back, you say? Yeah, we're right here. Home feels best. Nothing beats being with your family. Dream 2. Right, these two would talk about specifically this, yeah. They're having like very similar experiences. Probably not exactly the same. It's hard to tell what's going on with Chick. Hey May, do I seem strange to you? Oh, You look a little tired. Is there like something else? Do I still look like me? You look like you. Oh, haha. Sorry I asked something weird. If you need help, you can always ask me. Oh yeah. Thank you, May. I think I might just be scared from a nightmare I had. If you're having nightmares, we could sleep together. Then you won't have any more bad dreams. Thanks, May. I don't know, maybe their nightmares will just combine together to form some sort of super nightmare. I guess May isn't specifically having nightmares, though. Like a mirror? Yeah, that was it. Sure, May's having like a rough time with the alternate timeline stuff sometimes, but the times in Patimona, illusory Patimona, aren't always like bad dreams or whatever. Calm and elegant. And the same one. I wasn't actually sure until just now if it was possible to get the same one twice in a row. Well, there's some useless trivia. You can get the same thing twice in a row. Incredible. Once it's peaceful. Take a rest. Maybe that's what this last conversation is going to be about. These two taking a nice little rest. Like a nice one without nightmares. Chick, are you feeling better? Oh, I had a dream where I was fighting and there was another me that I was watching it. I couldn't tell which me was the real me. And when I woke up, I still don't know. But you're right here. Really? Yeah. Sometimes I have weird dreams too. What? Really? But I know that I'm the real me, because there's only one of me right now. That's why the you that's right here now is also the real you. For some reason, it feels really reassuring when you say that. If you get scared, I'll come and help you. Promise. Thanks, May. I can't be scared anymore. That's good. Everything will be okay, because you're here with me. You're my best friend. You're my best friend too. Aw, is that like canon? Like these two? Never really thought about it, but I guess they're around the same age. And actually, most of the younger ones, they're like the only really younger ones, Chick, Hack, and May. What actually is the spread? I kind of forgot. Because it's like 5 and 7 and 7, but then most of them are like relatively older, 10, 11, 12, or 13. Only Wappa's a little bit younger, but even she's kind of like a bit apart from these other ones. Alright, on to the other ones. The other ones being Hack. Where is he? There you are. Must be pretty nice to have the binoculars up here on the moon. Or is this the orbital elevator? Wherever we are. What do I do? Oh, to defeat the Bell Pepper 1? We're talking about this. A very unserious conversation. Okay. What's wrong? Nothing? Really? Smells fishy. There's no fish here. Come to think of it, I'm actually kinda hungry. You're on cooking duty next, right, May? Yeah. But there are only vegetables left. And I hate vegetables. My mom always says you won't grow up big and strong if you're a picky eater. What? I want to grow up big and strong. I think from one of the previous game's conversations, May mentioned wanting to become as big and strong as Boron when she grows up. Might have been this game, but it might have been a previous game. I just thought that was funny. It's fun to think of May becoming the same size as Boron in the future. Then I guess you'd better stop being such a picky eater. Okay, I'll try my best. And I'm going to get big and strong. Maybe by the end of this Link event, May will become the size of a small Boron. Whatever size that is. I don't know what the size of a small Boron is. Alright. Now we go back to the other chapter for laundry there. Right, I gotta skip. And we're just about at time, so let's run until the end of May's conversations with Hank, I guess. Which should go by a little quickly since we do have the laundry. I guess he'd be... Where is he? There you are. Is something wrong, May? I like the way that voice line read. The way he said May. Yeah, there are only vegetables left again. I hate vegetables. We've been over this. Are you still being picky? You're gonna stay small forever like that. If I have to eat vegetables, I'm fine staying small. You might think that now, but it's not cool to be a picky eater when you're older, is what my mom said. So I can be a picky eater until I grow up? That's not really what I meant. By the way, what vegetables don't you like anyway? Bell peppers. They're kind of my favorite, May. Blasphemy. Bell peppers? Well, I mean, I guess I only eat them whenever there's meat inside, but still. Well, I guess in that case, it's okay to be a bit picky. You can worry about eating them when you're a grown-up, not you too, Hack. Yep, it's okay. That's the end of that conversation. There doesn't have to be a part 3. The bell pepper will remain uneaten forever. Unless I have something to say about it. I'm gonna force them to eat it. By forcing them to have a deeper relationship with each other. Which will somehow trickle down into them eating bell peppers, I guess. Too easy. Go anywhere. And we're just about... Just fighting for peace. Just about at level 10. 2 more AP. 1 more. Okay. Last one for the episode. Heck, are you an adult already? May. A long way from it. No one on this tank is an adult. How old do you think an adult is? I can't say I am, even though I really want to be. But I don't think I'm a kid either. Heck, what do you think a kid is? I mean, well, to be fair, 3 games they've been driving this tank. It's hard to call them kids, but it's also hard to not call them kids. It's rough. Then am I not a kid too? Well, compared to other kids, you're kinda different. Yeah, I guess that's the best you can put it. Yay, but why is that? Because we do things that adults do, right? That's why we know more than other children our age. Yeah, other children don't know the things we do. I know lots of things only I know. Haha, I guess so. Do you know lots of things too? I know some things. Like that being alive isn't something to take for granted. Damn. He really isn't like other kids. He's not the type to say YOLO, I guess. I know that just staying alive is really important, and being alive means there's things you have to do. Or maybe this is a YOLO situation. Whatever. That phrase won't be invented for another million years in this universe. Probably. You're so cool, Heck. I want to do what I have to do too. But you know, I think the most important thing to do is to have fun while we're still children. Does that mean like playing together? That's right. We need to work hard and play hard. Okay. Wait, no, guys, the bell peppers. Damn it. I mean, I guess that kind of tied into their previous conversation a little bit. Be a kid while you still can. Be picky. Skip out on eating the foods that you don't want to while you're still a kid, which I mean, I guess while you're a kid it's important to still eat all of that stuff, which maybe is a bad example, but it's just an example of like a thing that kids do that you just can't take for granted. And hopefully May and Heck can actually get a chance to be kids for real. Now that this trilogy is over and all of their fighting is done. Hopefully anyway. Now would be a good time to take a break.